Welcome to another Working Out with Aaron Briggs video. Aaron, what are we doing today?
Today we are doing a strength workout. It's going to take us about 15 minutes, and like we normally do, we're going to begin our workout. We're going to do our warm-up by trying out the movements that you're going to do for the actual workout today. So if you'd like to join along with us for a little bit of a warm-up, please go ahead and do so. We're really focusing around two main movements today. The first is going to be a push-up or an overhead press. So again, right now, push-ups, planks, down dog reps, you'll see what we're doing. Anything that kind of gets those pushing muscles warmed up is a great idea. And a reminder, these warm-ups last for about 30 seconds. So again, nothing too big. You're really just paying attention to how you're moving and making sure that whatever option you're choosing feels really good for you. Exercise number 2 is going to be a row, and in just a second here, we're going to pop up a little box. For those of you that have gotten maybe a little advanced in this body weight row that I'm showing you, right? If you don't have any tools, putting yourself underneath a table is an awesome solution. If you have a table that works for it, right? If it's not tippy, if you feel safe doing it. But that can really dial it up. We know it's tough to have some, bands and kettlebells and stuff like that right now. So again, those body weight things are fantastic. So again, just an option for you. And then our third exercise, the optional one, is a core movement. And today we're choosing to do a hands to toes crunch. Again, this is what we're doing. If you want to do any other option for core, you certainly can. Remember, we love planks and hollow body holds here. This is just a variant of that. And remember, this is optional. On strength days, the core sometimes takes place during our rest period, okay? We've got about 15 seconds to breathe here. If we moved a little fast for you, go ahead and pause that video. Do whatever you need to do to get yourself set. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have everybody begin with push-ups. You'll see we've got our stopwatch going, our timer set. For my people that love knowing what's happening here, okay, the complete roadmap, we're gonna do each move for 60 seconds. We've got 4 moves today as part of a big circuit, plus that little rest or core movement. So all said and done, it's a 4.5 minute round.
Yep.
We're gonna try 3 rounds today, which is 13.5 minutes, which will be a fantastic start to your day.
Yeah.
Or end, whenever you're happening to do it, right? We're gonna have fun no matter what. Now, a quick heads up, you probably, for my people who are particular, they're like, well, the video said 15 minutes. Yes, keep in mind, the whole thing is 15 minutes, especially when we include our warm-ups. So again, 15 minutes with everything done. But if you're watching that timer, it should end right about 13.5 minutes. Okay. You're almost done with this first round. Push-ups are looking solid. Keep going. Your next exercise is going to be your row, so watch us for the changes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and get into that row position. Now, just a quick heads up. You'll see me standing up. I'm giving you the option, if you don't have any equipment or if you're a beginner, this is an awesome way to get stronger and to really practice that pulling movement, right? This is one of the ways that humans are meant to move. Maggie is doing her seated row, and that's kind of just the awesome way to do. If you have a band, if you have some sort of elastic, it's great because you don't need a door anchor. You don't need to attach it anywhere. You don't have to go hunt. You've got everything that you need right there.
Just use your feet.
Use your feet. And of course, Maggie has great posture. She's sitting upright. You're allowed to do that when you have, kind of the setup that you have right there. And that brings us to our intention for the first round, which is make sure that you look and feel good, right? Your posture, you're making sure that your movement is well, you're just feeling good all around with it. If it's not, go ahead and change it up. Now we're getting close to our next one. In 5 seconds, we're gonna transition back to push-ups, and I have a little surprise for you. 3, 2, 1, let's get back into push-ups. Okay, now here's the deal. This next minute is what's called a super slow push-up. So if you're watching both me and Mags, you'll see that we are going down really, really slow. We've got our happy jingles on the background because Wally is cheering you on.
Our 6-month-old baby is playing with his toy.
It's all right, it's delightful. All right, so here we go. You're seeing not only are we going down very slowly, I'm also trying to come up very slowly. Now, you do what works for you. Be creative, have fun. If you want to come up fast and down slow, that works. If you want to go down fast and up slow, that works. But add some slowness to what you're doing. Add some control, and you will feel this as a workout. You are nailing this. 15 seconds to go. Keep rocking it. You can do push-ups from your knees. You can do them from your toes. You could use that band and stand up. We'll show you that next round. 5 seconds. 4, you're gonna do a very similar thing with your row. 2, 1. Go ahead and get into that row position, and let's see it slow. Now again, if you've got a band, you can see what Maggie's gonna do. It's the exact same thing. She's seated, she's just gonna add some time to each of her reps. I'm doing that same version where I'm just pulling up real slow, and I'm choosing to let my hands come down fast because I noticed if I was going down slow, it felt more like a push than a pull.
Oh, sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
But again, if I was choosing to do this for myself, I'd be hopping under my table right now and doing the example that I showed you at the very beginning for a slow row. That's been one of my favorite things to do this. So again, go slow, focus on your control, squeeze, pretend you've got a weight, and it will absolutely work for you. You've got about 15 seconds, and the little preview, right? We've done 4 movements so far. Each one's been for a minute, so you're almost at the end of this first round. In 5 seconds, you're gonna have the option to either rest or do your core move. 3, 2, 1, rest or core, your choice.
Yeah, and if 30 seconds of kind of built-in recovery isn't enough for you, make sure that you go ahead and pause that video, get some water, or hop back in, get some water, and then do the core workout with us if you want to. So it's kind of one of those places where it gives you a little break to do what you need to do to make this workout your own.
5 seconds.
Be able to do the next round as well as you can.
3, 2, 1. We're starting round 2. Okay, we're back at it now. We're gonna try push-ups, and this time Maggie's gonna come with a variation of a band overhead press. So again, she's gonna stand on it. And one thing I like that she's doing here, she's gonna show you that you can do this with one arm. It's totally fine. You know, if you're doing that, you can switch at the 30-second mark. We'll give you that little heads up. Maggie's also gonna show you how you can do this with both arms.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the boring
seconds.
version here. I'm really staying mostly the same when it comes to my push-ups. I'll show some slight variations when it comes to rows again.
Yeah, so they're
30
switching
seconds,
to
by the way.
using both hands for the push-up, for the upright press, sorry. The other thing that you can do for a press is if you got like dumbbells or things like that, you can lay on your back and do that press just right from your back, just like you're doing a bench press, if you're familiar with that. So that's another way that you could do a press as well. Really, like we've said before, anything that
5
looks
seconds.
and feels great. And have we talked about our intention for this round, Aaron?
2, 1, not quite yet. We're gonna get into our row, but go ahead.
Yeah, so our intention for this round, again, we're looking and feeling good. So that was our intention for the last round. And I think our next round is to make it feel...
Dial it up.
Dial it up, that's right.
Yeah.
The next one will be...
Get a little hard style in
Yeah. Oh yeah, dial it up. Aaron put me on the spot here.
there. Yeah, it's all right.
So dialing up would mean, flexing more muscles than you already are, or maybe making sure that you're maybe going a little bit faster during this round, this minute, so that you're getting more reps in and feeling that burn a little bit more. Maybe you dial it up by choosing a heavier weight even. But yeah, just dialing it up a little bit in that first round.
Yeah, and I like to think of it really simply is either you're adding that core flex, you're just getting a little tighter, or the simpler version is just look a little bit better. Right? That's all it has to be.
Yeah.
Right? Just be proud. 3, 2, 1. Okay, round 2, super slow push. You're gonna see me go back to the push-ups. Maggie's doing her super slow. Oh, there's my little hug. Keep me going all day long. Maggie's doing her super slow overhead press with her band. Okay? So again, up slow, down really slow. And again, you can make that work for you, but the idea is that we're really increasing our time in the task, right? Our time, we call it time under tension. And that can be a nice little trick, a nice little hack towards making it a little more challenging for yourself.
Yeah, it's a fun, I mean, you said surprised with a smile earlier for a reason. Like, it is like, whew, okay, this is different. I probably wouldn't choose to do this on my own. This is why we have a trainer in our life. Because it's definitely one of those added elements that help us really, like we're trying to do, dial it up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try that same thing with your row. Keep it super slow, please. Well done. All right, go ahead and remember, you've got 60 seconds. You can do whatever you want with that time. If it takes you a little longer to transition, it takes you a little longer to get ready. It's totally fine. I'd much rather you be in a place where you can do good reps than hustling to it and doing more but crummier reps, right? So again, take your time,
and
make sure it looks
especially
and
make
feels
sure you're
good.
not hurting yourself or, kind of, yeah, like you said, doing it in a way that you're hustling, so you end up hurting yourself.
Yeah, you've got plenty of time. And the goal is to move. Just have fun, move well.
Yeah.
There's nothing magical about a minute. Just gives you a little more time to do a few more reps. That's really what you're looking for here. Okay, you've got about 15 more seconds. And again, just a preview, the next thing you're doing is either your core or your rest position, and that'll be just 30 seconds. All right, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a little fist pump for getting 2 rounds done. 2/3 of the way there. You're so close, right? You're almost there. One more full round to go. You know exactly what's coming. No surprises here. Okay?
So, and for this 30 seconds, absolutely do the crunches that Aaron's doing, the hands to toes. But I wanted to do some bridges. I was feeling a little tight on my backside with my glutes, and so
4.
that's just another way to say that
2,
this 30 seconds can be whatever you need it to be.
Back to push-ups. Let's start round 3.
All right, go ahead and go back to push-ups. All right, you guys, you know what to do here. Push-ups for 60 seconds. This will be the last time that you do this exact part of the workout. Our intention for round 3 is we're always stacking on to the first 2 intentions. So the first one was to look and feel good. Second intention, the second round, was to make it, just to dial it up a little bit. And intention for the third round is to make it feel like exercise. It probably already is feeling like exercise, but if it's not, now is your time to make sure that it is.
Exactly right. You've got about 10 seconds to go here. Looking good. Just finish well. It's your last round. You've got 5 seconds.
Yeah, we're both taking some breaks. You can see we're resting
breaks.
a little bit.
3,
2, 1, and switch to those rows.
Yeah.
Nice working.
Okay. And again, Maggie's going to do, we're both doing some slightly different version of rows. You'll see Maggie's doing what's called an upright row. So she's got that band. Again, you can use a backpack. You can use your, dumbbells, your kettlebells. And what I always tell people is if you're standing up tall, you're really just pulling that weight up to your chin. And again, being comfortable with it, right? Move well. If that feels good, keep doing it. If it doesn't, change it up. If you've got nothing, right? If you don't have any weight, I'm doing what's called a pull down, and I'm really just pretending that I'm doing chin-ups, right? The reason I'm on my knees is so I don't get out of the frame here. You can absolutely stand up and do this. And again, the reason this can work is if you pretend that you are pulling your body weight up, or if you're pulling something that's very stretchy down towards you, it will absolutely fire those muscles and help you get stronger in this pulling motion.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, y'all got 2 more minutes to go. We're gonna finish with our super slow reps. So if you're gonna join me for push-ups, go ahead and get into them. Slow on the way down. Maggie's sticking with that overhead press, and she's trying to go slow on the way up, slow on the way down.
My arms are like shaking.
Totally shaking, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's great.
It's a great thing.
It just shows it's definitely an added challenge. That pace of just slowing down, breathing, adding that hard press. At this point, after we've done it 3 times, this is our third round. I was feeling it for sure. It was great. I feel stronger after doing all these workouts that we've been doing.
Absolutely.
All together, we have these great series of workouts for everybody to follow
10
along.
seconds,
I definitely feel stronger after doing these.
5, 4,
good job, gang.
3, strong finish. 2, 1, and let's do your last movement, which is your pull. And again, that super slow version. One of the kind of byproducts of doing it really slow is it's like automatically you get that tightness that we've talked about, that core tightness, kind of that whole body, where when you're really focusing on going slow, it's like you automatically start to fire those muscles that really help you be stable and secure and safe, right? That's part of the reason why we encourage you to do what we call a hard style or to dial it up, is it helps you be safe overall. It helps your movements become a little more pure, a little more clean. It helps you have time to make sure that you can pay attention, really be mindful about your reps. So again, keep going. Whatever you're doing, we hope it's good. Our line of thinking is that if it feels good and if it looks good for you, you're probably on the right track. So again, keep rocking it. You've got about 8 more seconds, and then we'll put a nice little cherry on top with our core movement. 3, 2, 1, and core to finish. Okay, now as a little heads up, at the end of this, you'll see Mags and I give you a little wave. She'll kind of send you off. We're trying something a little different with this one. We are not going to go right into our stretches. Instead, we're going to link to a video, a separate video, for those of you that want the option to do your stretch.
Yeah,
So
we
look for
realize that
change.
some of you will be doing more exercises, more movements that a stretch would be a little
3,
premature for you.
2,
so
1.
changed it up.
Exactly. All right, great workout.
Way to go, you guys.
Fun to have you do it with us.
Yeah, and you know what? We are just so proud of you. When you do something that is good for you and feels good and is good for your body, it helps us all make better decisions the rest of the day, the rest of the next few days if you're working out kind of every other day. So way to go, gang. If you want some more ideas for workouts, feel free to subscribe to our channel, and I've linked to a couple other ways that you can move with us. We're proud of you. Make it a great day.